A future version of you is either stronger or struggling, and the choice starts today. These 5 exercises might seem simple, even too basic to matter. But the truth? Most seniors don't take them seriously until it's too late. And by then, the damage is hard to reverse. I can't count how many conversations I've had that start the same way. I wish I'd started sooner. It's a common trap. People assume aging means slowing down, getting weaker, and losing independence. But what if I told you it's not age that robs your strength? It's the habits you ignore. One man I know, Frank, was heading down that same path. He thought joint pain, muscle loss, and poor balance were all part of the aging process. But the day he committed to 5 simple exercises, everything changed. Fast forward, and Frank moves better in his 70s than he did at 60. And that's why I'm here. This is Better Aging Advice for Elderly, a place for real habits, real stories, and clear, science-backed steps to help you age with strength, clarity, and confidence. If you believe your future self deserves energy and independence, not fear, stiffness, or regret, then hit subscribe. Let's rewrite your aging story, starting now. Exercise 1. The sit-to-stand drill. There's one ability we often take for granted, until it's gone: the power to stand up without struggle. Most people believe they'll always be able to rise from a chair, just like they always have. But the truth is, for many seniors, this is the first skill to quietly slip away. And when it does, it doesn't just affect your legs, it robs you of freedom. Losing leg strength is like a slow thief. You don't notice it until small things, like getting out of a chair, stepping into your car, or even climbing the stairs, become frustrating, awkward, or downright painful. That's exactly what happened to Frank. When I first spoke to him, he told me, "I always assumed this was just part of getting older. Sitting down was easy, but standing back up left him feeling stiff, weak, and off balance." He'd started using his hands to push off the chair, relying more on momentum than muscle. The fix? A simple, overlooked movement that's one of the strongest predictors of future mobility: the sit-to-stand drill. It's as simple as it sounds, but don't underestimate the power behind it. Here's what it does. It retrains your lower body to activate the right muscles, your glutes, hamstrings, and quadriceps. It reinforces proper joint stability in your knees and hips. It improves posture, reducing slouching and back strain. Frank started small, 5 sit-to-stands a day. No rush, no fancy gym. Just a steady effort to rebuild the strength his body had quietly lost over the years. And you know what? A few weeks later, he told me something that stuck. "I stood up the other day without even thinking about it. No struggle. I didn't even notice until I realized how easy it felt." That's the real reward. Moving through life with ease, without hesitation, and without fear of falling or struggling in front of others. Now it's your turn. Here's a challenge for you. Sit on a chair with your feet flat on the ground. Cross your arms over your chest, or place them lightly on your thighs. Slowly stand up without using your hands. Then sit back down. That's 1 rep. Test yourself today. How many sit-to-stands can you do without your hands? Post your number in the comments. And don't worry if the number is low. This isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Every single rep you do is a vote for a stronger, more independent future. And trust me, your future self will thank you for starting today. Exercise 2. Heel-to-toe balance walk. Most people assume strength is the key to aging well. But what usually fades first, long before muscle or endurance, is your balance. And balance is one of those things you don't notice until the moment you lose it. One unexpected slip in the kitchen, one uneven sidewalk, one misstep on the stairs. That's all it takes to turn a normal day into a hospital visit. I've seen it too many times. People who were otherwise healthy and strong sidelined for months, sometimes permanently, because their body wasn't trained for stability. That's why balance isn't just a nice-to-have skill, it's a lifesaver. And the best part? You don't need fancy equipment or a personal trainer to protect it. You just need 5 minutes and a bit of daily focus. One of the simplest and most powerful ways to sharpen your stability is the heel-to-toe balance walk. It looks deceptively easy, but beneath the surface, it's forcing your brain and body to work together, retraining your balance, strengthening the tiny stabilizer muscles in your ankles, knees, hips, and core, and helping you stay steady, even when life throws you off center. Frank, who had already built his leg strength with sit-to-stands, once admitted to me, "I used to avoid crowded places because I worried I'd trip or lose my balance. After a few weeks of practicing this, I stopped thinking about it. My body just knew what to do." That's the goal, to move through life confidently, without scanning every room for something to hold on to. Here's how to do it. 1. Stand tall with your feet together and your arms relaxed at your sides. 2. Step forward by placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of your other foot, like walking on a tightrope. 3. Pause briefly once your heel touches the floor, focusing on your balance. 4. Slowly transfer your weight forward and bring the other foot through, repeating the same heel-to-toe motion. 5. Walk 10 to 20 steps, turn, and repeat. You'll feel your ankles and core working hard, especially at first. That's the magic. This exercise strengthens your internal balance reflex, the one responsible for catching you before a fall ever happens. Now I want to hear from you. Do you train your balance regularly? Which exercises help you feel steady and secure? Share your favorites in the comments. Your experience could inspire someone who needs it today. And while you practice, imagine this future. You, standing tall, walking confidently into any room, while others rely on walkers, canes, or helping hands. Balance is the quiet fork in the road between independence and limitation. You get to choose which path you take, starting now. Exercise 3. Wall push-ups. Here's a hard truth. After the age of 60, your upper body strength doesn't just fade, it vanishes, quietly, year after year, unless you actively fight for it. And you might not notice it at first. Carrying groceries feels a little heavier. Opening jars becomes a struggle. Pushing yourself up from bed or off the couch starts taking more effort than it used to. But here's the good news. You don't need a gym, weights, or fancy machines to rebuild and protect your upper body. You only need a wall. That's where wall push UPS come in. This is one of the most overlooked, joint-friendly movements you can do, especially if traditional push-ups feel impossible or painful on your wrists, shoulders, or lower back. Wall push-ups strengthen your chest, shoulders, arms, and core while also correcting posture, something that tends to slip with age. In fact, poor posture alone can cause neck pain, backaches, breathing problems, and even balance issues. Wall push-ups gently train your body to stay upright, stable, and strong. I remember one client telling me, "I always thought push-ups were a young person's game. Turns out, I just needed to start with the wall. Now my arms don't feel weak when I lift things, and even my neck pain improved." The best part? Anyone can start, right now. No equipment, no excuses. Here's how. 1. Stand facing a wall, about an arm's length away. 2. Place your palms flat on the wall, shoulder width apart, at chest level. 3. Slowly bend your elbows and lean toward the wall, keeping your body straight, heels slightly lifted. 4. Stop when your nose is just a few inches from the wall. 5. Push back to the starting position, engaging your chest and arms. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions, and as your strength improves, increase the number or slow down the tempo for added challenge. It's not about chasing big numbers. It's about building the strength to stay independent, carry your own groceries, hold grandkids, push open heavy doors, and move through life without hesitation or strain. Now I'm curious, do you prefer wall push-ups or floor push-ups? Which one feels right for your body today? Drop your answer in the comments. And remember, there's no wrong place to start. The only mistake is waiting too long. Upper body strength is one of the first things we lose if we ignore it, but it's also one of the easiest to rebuild, one push at a time. Start small. Stay consistent. Watch your confidence grow. Exercise 4. Ankle and calf raises. Your ankles are like the unsung heroes of your body. They work silently in the background, supporting you with every step, every staircase, every uneven patch of ground, until the day they don't. The truth is, most people don't pay attention to their ankles or calves until something goes wrong, a stumble, a twisted ankle, or swelling that won't seem to go away. But it doesn't have to be that way. The simple act of doing ankle and calf raises daily can build the foundation for better balance, smoother walking, and a stronger, more stable body. One of the biggest benefits? Injury prevention. Strengthening your ankles and calves gives your body the reflexes and strength to catch you before a fall, especially on uneven ground or slippery surfaces. But that's not all. Calf raises also boost circulation, which is critical as we age. If you've ever noticed swelling in your feet or legs after sitting for too long, weak calves could be part of the problem. Stronger calf muscles act like a second heart, helping pump blood back up from your legs toward your chest, easing the strain on your heart and reducing fluid buildup. One client, Margaret, shared something that stuck with me. I thought the swelling in my ankles was just part of getting older. Nobody told me my muscles could help fix it. After a few weeks of calf raises, the swelling eased, and my legs felt lighter for the first time in years. That's the power of small, overlooked habits. How to do ankle and calf raises. 1. Stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart, holding onto a chair or countertop for balance. 2. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto the balls of your feet. 3. Pause at the top for a moment, feeling the squeeze in your calves. 4. Slowly lower your heels back to the floor with control. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions to start, and as your strength and stability improve, add more or hold the top position a little longer. The beauty of this movement is that it fits anywhere while brushing your teeth, waiting for your coffee, or standing in line. Little moments compound into big results. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever added calf or ankle exercises to your daily routine? How did it feel? Share your experience in the comments. Your story could motivate someone who's just getting started. Strong ankles and calves are the hidden safety net that can save you from future injuries, swelling, and even circulation problems. Train them now, and your future self will thank you. Exercise 5. Hip bridges. One of the most overlooked areas of the body when it comes to aging is the hips. It's easy to ignore them until it's too late, until the pain sets in, or you struggle with balance, or even just standing up from a chair. Weak hips are often the hidden cause behind back pain, poor balance, and difficulty walking. The hips are the foundation of your body's ability to move efficiently, but as we age, the muscles around them naturally weaken. Let me tell you about one of my clients, Sarah. She was in her late 60s and had been struggling with back pain for years. She tried everything from physical therapy to pain medication, but nothing seemed to offer lasting relief. One day, she told me, "I feel like I'm just getting stiffer every day. Standing up, sitting down, bending, it's all becoming harder." The truth was, Sarah's hip muscles were weak, and that weakness was radiating through her entire body, affecting her posture and mobility. But here's where the good news comes in. Fixing it doesn't require fancy equipment or long, exhausting workouts. All it takes is the hip bridge, a simple, effective exercise that can make a huge difference. The hip bridge targets the glutes, lower back, and core, all of which are essential for maintaining good posture, balance, and pain-free movement. These muscles are also crucial for stabilizing your hips and spine, and when they're weak, the rest of your body starts to compensate, often leading to the aches and pains we associate with aging. Here's how to perform the hip bridge. 1. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Keep your arms by your sides with palms facing down. 2. Push through your heels, engaging your core and squeezing your glutes to lift your hips toward the ceiling. You should feel your glutes and lower back working. 3. At the top, your body should form a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. Pause for a moment at the top and squeeze your glutes for a couple of seconds. 4. Slowly lower your hips back to the floor with control, feeling the muscles release and reset. Start with 5 to 10 repetitions, focusing on form rather than speed. As you get stronger, you can add more reps or hold the top position for a few extra seconds. For Sarah, this exercise was a game changer. After a couple of weeks, she came to me and said, "I can't believe how much better I feel. The back pain has really reduced, and I'm walking more confidently. I never thought something so simple could make such a big difference." Why does this work? The hip bridge isn't just about strengthening the hips. It's about reconnecting the body to its core. The glutes are often underused as we age, which leads to discomfort in the lower back and difficulty with everyday activities like getting out of a chair or climbing stairs. Strengthening these areas doesn't just prevent pain. It helps you feel stronger and more confident in your daily life. So, here's your challenge. If you've never tried hip bridges before, commit to just 5 today. Focus on form, take it slow, and pay attention to how your body feels after each rep. Let me know how it felt in the comments below. I love hearing from you about the small changes that add up over time. Your hips, glutes, and core are the foundation of your movement. Strengthen them now, and you'll add years of comfortable, pain-free living to your life. This is the difference between aging stiff and aging strong. "10 years from now, you'll either be grateful you started these simple exercises, or you'll be wishing you had." The reality is, aging doesn't have to be a struggle. It can be a journey of strength, energy, and confidence if you start making the right moves today. So, which exercise are you going to start with? Is it the sit-to-stand drill to keep you independent? The heel-to-toe balance walk to prevent life-changing falls? Or maybe hip bridges to get rid of that nagging back pain? I'm curious to know which one speaks to you. Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one, and I'll be right there cheering for you, offering support and celebrating your progress. Remember, these are the moves that make the difference between aging well and feeling stiff, weak, or frustrated. You've got the power to shape your future starting now. If this helped you, Hit like so others can find this advice too. Sharing is caring, and it might just be the nudge someone else needs to start their own journey to healthier aging. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on staying strong, sharp, and joyful as you age. This channel is dedicated to helping you feel your best today and in the years ahead.